My name is Candace Fowler. Today I'll be practicing my DBT skills with Amber, played by Elizabeth. We'll be talking about mood regulation with her anger and her self-mutilation.
Hello.
Hello, Amber. How are you doing today?
I'm alright. I don't really feel like being here today, but I'm here.
Okay. And why did you say that you don't feel like being here today? Has there been something going on this week?
It's been a rough week, and I don't really see how this is helping anymore. I feel like I'm able to take care of things on my own now, and this is kind of pointless now. So I really don't want to be here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can understand how you can have these feelings. I don't know, can you elaborate as far as what has gone on this week and that has gotten you to this place where you feel like therapy is no longer beneficial?
Well, I'm just really kind of tired of trying to be like a good person and it not working out. Like, therapy is supposed to be helping me change and not get into trouble and be fine, but this is really not working out. Like, I keep having to stop who I am, and so I don't get in trouble or get kicked out. Like, at my grandma's house, sometimes she makes me mad. Like, I don't understand her rules. I'm an adult, so I feel like I should be able to go out more, and she doesn't really let me, but then I can't say anything because then she's going to kick me out, so it just makes me mad. And then at work, I feel like everyone thinks I can't do anything right. There's this one girl that thinks she's the boss's, like, favorite, so every time she says something, she's the one that's praised, and anytime she says someone does anything wrong, the boss takes her for every word. If I say anything, then I get reprimanded, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It all goes back to my grandmother. If I lose my job, I get kicked out of my grandma's house, and then what am I supposed to do? So there doesn't seem to be any more solutions that are working out anymore, so I'm just trying to deal with it on my own.
Okay.
And I feel like I have a better way of dealing with it than anything that's been happening here, so I don't really get it.
Okay, so when you say you have a better means of dealing with your issues and your problems that you're having, what exactly do you mean by that?
I'm finding out other ways to kind of deal with my anger. Like, if I can't take it out on anybody anymore because I can't say anything to my grandma, I can't say anything at work. I mean, I've just learned that it's better sometimes if I just kind of take it to my own hands. Every now and then, like, if I'm in my room and I'm feeling really, really bad, like, I'll just kind of nick myself sometimes with a pin or whatever's around. I mean, it's just easier. It takes my mind off of how I'm feeling. I can't get mad at anybody else. So this is I've learned that this is a really good way of just making myself feel better and dealing with it, because nothing else seems to be working.
Okay. So I hear you say that you are nicking yourself in order to feel better. So you saying by the term nick, you're meaning just like a prick, or
no, like, there's cuts on my legs, and I do it on my legs because it's easier to hide. So at work, sometimes we wear short sleeves. It's hot in the summer here in Houston, so like on my legs it's easier sometimes. But like I said, it's really working right now, so I don't see why I need to be here.
Okay, so about how long would you say that you've been doing this nicking, or what we call self-mutilating process?
Self-mutilating? I'm not trying to kill myself or anything like that.
Right, and I understand that, but that's just the proper terminology that we use in the clinician world, which I can understand that may sound a little harsh.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just trying to get to the place of why do you feel that this is helping you better than the therapy?
Well, it's only been about 2 weeks. In the past 2 weeks, I feel that when I do it, it really makes me feel better. Like, it gets my mind off of whatever I'm thinking about, and I just have to focus on the cut for a little while. And then afterwards, I feel fine. Like, it gives me something else to think about. I'm not worried about it anymore. Like, I'm good. Okay. So, I mean, therapy just makes me think all the time, and what else can I think about, and what else can I do? I'm kind of over it.
Okay. Well, I would like to suggest that we try the mood regulation technique. This is a technique where you're able to, like, regulate your mood. So when you start feeling bad or having negative thoughts or wanting to self-mutilate, then, you can apply this new coping technique.
But, I mean, that's working, so why do I need to try anything else?
Because this would be a better, I don't want to say better, but this would be a more healthier means to cope with your issue.
Okay, well, I can maybe see that. So it's healthier.
Okay. Again, the technique is the please technique of the mood regulation. And in the please technique, it basically starts with the P for physical health. And that means, just to basically take care of your physical health, your physical body. If you have any cold or, illnesses or anything, then make sure you go to the doctor timely and that you take all prescribed medications, in order to cure your body of whatever illness is going through at that time.
Do I need to go to the doctor because of the cuts? I mean, that's not an issue, is it? Because I don't want to do it to anybody else.
Right. Well, when you go to a medical professional, they are, binded under the HIPAA law to where they cannot disclose any of your personal or medical information. So, that would just be something between you and your physician. Like your grandmother doesn't have, will not know, unless you want to provide that information to your grandmother, but your clinician will not do so, or to any outside person besides yourself and the clinician. Okay, and then it goes to E, which stands for eating. So this makes sure that you eat a balanced meal. You just want to make sure that you don't eat too much or too little, that you don't overindulge, any sweets or, unhealthy foods, that you just eat a balanced meal. And then you want to also, the A stands for altering. So you don't want to, you want to avoid any non-prescribed mood-altering substances. So that means, like any alcohol or any illicit drug use, anything that can alter your mood, you want to stay away from.
Well, I can't do that anyways if I'm on probation.
Right, which is true. So, that you shouldn't really have an issue with that, that stage of the process. And then sleep. You want to make sure that you get a balanced amount of sleep. You don't want to oversleep, or undersleep, because this can make you feel, more groggy and drowsy in the morning, excuse me. And then also exercise. If you exercise 3 times a week, this will decrease your anxiety and your depression levels. So, just being active and, maybe you want to go run through a park, where you can see the scenery and, enjoy the nice weather. This will help to release some of your tensions and your anxiety and things of that nature.
Like I said, I can try it. I mean, but like I said, I've been here for the past couple months, and everything we do just doesn't seem like I try to stay out of trouble, but it's really not working, so I don't really know if it's going to be okay. And this is please, where's the L? Like, I'm so confused.
Well, yeah, this is just an acronym that, the clinicians have derived, but it doesn't have an L actually in the scenario, but it, I guess they took the L from the physical health, aspect of it. But if you can just try it for this week, and then on next week when you come back, if it doesn't work, then we can try a different technique in order to, help deal with your coping issue.
Okay, well, we'll see what works or doesn't work.
Okay, well, that sounds great. So if you can just, like I said, try it this week, and then next week report back to me, if it was beneficial or not. And like I said, we can regulate from there.
All right, sounds good.
All righty, well, thank you again.
Thank you.